This Easy Gap video series is brought to you by Chico State's Colleges of Natural Sciences and Agriculture and the Center for Healthy Communities. This video is employee hygiene. It takes a lot of work every day to keep a farm running. Whether you do most of the work yourself or have a team of people helping, you know the importance of keeping your facilities and fields safe for your employees and the produce you sell. In order to achieve this, anyone working on the farm must follow proper employee hygiene procedures. In this video, we'll talk about proper employee hygiene as well as employee hygiene training. We'll talk about the importance of employees having access to toilet facilities and hand washing facilities as well as safe drinking water. We'll also talk about some general ways to reduce the risk of employees contaminating produce. Finally, we'll talk about documentation and record keeping of your employee hygiene practices and trainings. There are 4 food safety documents you will see in this video. You can click on the links on the website to access the documents yourself. At the end of this video, we'll show you how they fit into your on-farm food safety plan. Why is this important? Improper employee hygiene can cause contamination of produce, which can lead to foodborne illness. Employees can transfer bacteria, viruses, or other contaminants onto the foods in the field or during processing. Proper employee hygiene training can lessen the risk of this contamination and therefore make the food you sell safer. Employee training and practices. In order to ensure that your employees are following proper hygiene procedures, it is important that you have your policies and procedures documented in the form of an SOP and also have training logs in place. Employees should be trained properly on covering open wounds. No employee should be working with open wounds or sores or any other sources of potential contamination. Any open wounds should be bandaged and covered with a non-porous covering, such as a vinyl glove. Eating, which includes chewing tobacco and drinking, with the exception of water, are not permitted in the field. Employees should be trained on designated areas where these activities can occur. Employees should be provided with a receptacle for disposing of cigarette butts and any other garbage. Spitting is not permitted in the field. Training should also include proper work attire. This should include wearing clean clothes so that cross-contamination does not occur between employee clothing and food. If gloves are worn by employees, they should be cleaned and should not easily trap moisture or dirt. If outer garments are worn, such as gloves and aprons, they should be removed prior to using the restrooms and going on breaks. Outer garments are required if in-field processing is performed. Training should also include the use of toilet facilities, as there should be no human fecal contamination in the field or processing areas. Employees also need to be trained on proper hand washing procedures and when to wash their hands, which includes before starting work, after breaks, and any time contamination could have occurred on their hands. Toilet facilities. Your employee hygiene SOP should include procedures on cleaning toilet facilities and waste disposal if portable toilet facilities are used. Operational toilet facilities must be provided to employees, meaning the facilities must be ventilated, appropriately screened, made of materials that are easily cleaned, free of cracks and leaks, have doors, and must be identified by a number on the outside. Hand washing stations should include an identification number posted on the station signage in all appropriate languages, soap, single-use paper towels, a covered garbage can, and a gray water container to catch the water used to wash hands. All staff must be trained on proper hand washing, and this training must be documented in the employee hygiene training log. Hand washing is required when returning to work, after using the toilet, after breaks, after eating or smoking, after touching the face, after coughing or sneezing, and once hands are dirty or have touched dirty objects or surfaces. Hand washing should be in clear view of others. If staff are observed not washing hands, provide immediate training as a corrective action. Not washing hands correctly may lead to an audit failure. Hand washing procedures. Hand washing procedures must include the following. Have a single-use disposable towel ready. Scrub hands and upper arms with soap and water for at least 15 seconds. Rinse hands and upper arms with water until the water runs clear, about another 5 seconds. Dry hands and upper arms with the single-use disposable towel. Turn off the faucet with the used towel. Open the bathroom door with the used towel. Then dispose of the towel in a designated garbage can. Do not use hand sanitizers to replace hand washing procedures. Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, and the California Department of Industrial Relations, or Cal-OSHA, require that employees be provided with drinking water from a clean dispenser or fountain. Preventing contamination. Care should be taken in order to prevent contamination. However, if it does occur, procedures should be in place to remove the contaminant and the contaminated material. If the item comes into contact with blood, it must be destroyed, and there should be a policy in place for how this is handled if it does occur. Documentation. Your written food safety plan should include your employee hygiene training procedures as well as a documentation log and employee hygiene training. Your plan should also include a standard operating procedure for maintenance procedures of the toilet facility, as well as a standard operating procedure for blood contamination of food. Preventing cross-contamination is important for the safety of the food you grow and the health of your business. Helping your employees maintain proper hygiene practices through training and access to clean facilities will assure your buyers that your food is safe. All food safety policies and procedures should be developed using national, state, and local guidelines. Therefore, no responsibility is assumed or implied by CSU Chico Research Foundation or CSU Chico.